Hello guys, I am S3D and this is going to be a review on the Bandai Gunpla Master Grade 1/100 scale Gundam Barbatos. Yes, it's pronounced Barbatos, not Barbados. Barbados is a country in the Caribbeans and Barbatos is a demon. Yeah, that's all you need to know. If you pronounce it wrong, I don't know. The Gunpla community tends to get a little bit nasty. Yeah, it's like when people call the new Gundam the V Gundam, stuff like that. Or people who actually, talks about Gundam related stuff. When they talk about Gunpla, they call them Gundams, right? So you're going to the store to buy Gundams. Well, I mean, it's not Gundams. Isn't just Gunpla. There's Robot Damashi. There's Metal Build. There is, Gashapons. And there's also Metal Robot Damashi, right? So, buying Gundams, huh? Well, what is that supposed to mean? Anyway, lots of misinformation on the on YouTube, and what the Gundam community usually says is if you don't know enough about something, don't make a video about it. You just make yourself you open yourself to attack by the community, which is something I really don't like about this community. But anyway, regardless, I think this kid is actually highly overhyped by a lot of social media influencers. It's a good kid, don't get me wrong, but it's definitely, overhyped. It's not overrated. It's actually a great kid. The engineering on this kid is really good, and it's definitely one of the one of the best releases in 2019 or the last decade. But knowing that they made a really, really solid inner frame, very well designed inner frame, we all know what's coming, right? His other variants, the Lupus, the more popular variants of this guy, the Lupus and the Lupus Rex. A lot of people kind of don't like the Lupus Rex proportions because they think it looks very beastly, or beastly is not even a word. Yeah, I mean, personally, I prefer the other two over this version. So, yeah, I think this is why the Metal Robot Damashi action figure of the Lupus Rex sold out like everywhere, because yeah, they just went straight for the ultimate form. So, and I talk about the box in the unboxing. I talk about the instruction manual, and I give you a lot of nonsensical information. I have the sticker sheet here. I'm just not gonna put on the stickers because, since I'm selling it, I figure maybe the new owner would want to either put on the stickers himself or wait for the water slide. I only put on this sticker right here, the eyes, and some on the weapons because it looks pretty plain. And we got this full sticker right here. We got the eyes, we got the camera for the smooth bore gun. Okay, so anyway, we got a little miniature figurine of Mika right here. You can paint this if you want. I don't paint any of my figurines because I really don't care. We have leftover parts. These are the leftover parts. So there we go. I'm going to drop this in the bag. Alright, these are no use. And then we have the connector for the action base. Use the action base 4 or the action base 1. Completely up to you. We have these hand options where you can swap out. So yeah, these are good. This is definitely new. This design is very well done. Yeah, so I definitely can't wait for the Lupus and the Lupus Rex. I might actually, I think I might want to keep the Lupus, assuming if they don't make a Metal Robot Damashi version of that. But there we go. We also have the closed fist right here. I'm not going to use any of these. I like the open hand and the gripping hand. So, anyway, talk about accessory. We got the katana right here. Very nice. This is pretty plain, just one piece. And the piece that connects right here. On the back here, we have his famous mace weapon right here. You can push in, and then the power bunker comes out. You can also separate these parts, so you can have two of these small blades. Something like that. Honestly, I don't really care about these. It's not in the anime, and I don't think how effective this thing's gonna be. I mean, since he's got the mace by itself, and then he's got the katana, so yeah, that's the point, right? Alright, so that's the weapon, and the mace can be mounted via this connector right here on the backpack. You just slide this thing in here like so. There we go, and it holds it in place. In the back here we have the smooth bore gun right here. This thing is pretty cool. Okay, anyway, you can remove this, then you can put this away. The smooth bore gun is connected via that piece. You can detach this and then swing it forward like that. If you want to have him wield it, you swing this whole barrel section forward like that, and then you push this in right there, and then you can hold it right here. This is this thing likes to come off, but this right here, this whole down section right here, this is a machine gun. So that's pretty cool. And I'm done with this. So, yeah. Okay. Yeah, as you guys know, I don't really care about Gundams. You know, I'm into the Gundam franchise, but I like the Mono Eyes, you know, the Xeon stuff from the Universal Century. Everything else is just, you know, this is not a Gundam, right? Yeah. Although I have actually recently, I have actually grown very fond of the Destiny Gundam. I don't know why. Ever since I got my Metal Robot Namashi Destiny, I'm actually really liking, you know, that Destiny Gundam. So there we go. All right, so there we go. Let's go ahead and the articulation on this guy is okay. Honestly, you know, I think if this was actually a figure, it probably would have better articulation. Every time I'm trying to move this guy, I'm afraid of like stuff coming off. But guess what? Nothing actually comes off. So that's really nice. The inner frame is very much like a real grade, but with the external armor, it's definitely master grade. Yeah, because you don't have like, you know, all the color separation on the armor and stuff like that. But it's kind of like a hybrid, I guess. They got a very detailed inner frame, but then when it comes to the armor, yeah, this is classic master grade. You don't have like the multiple different different shades of white and stuff like that. It's all the same color, with some, you know, extra color bits in here and there. Yeah, so I guess a real grade is still possible in the future. Yeah, it might have a very similar inner frame, but the armor, yeah, the armor is probably going to be more detailed, you know, with more color separation. So there's that. Okay, I mean, it looks good. I just wish it wasn't just the, you know, the force form. I wish it was the lupus. That's it. And we know that lupus is coming, so yeah. I guess at this point, I can only recommend this kit if you need to have all the Barbatos in your collection, or if you're just crazy about IBO, or you just want to experience the build of this new, very well engineered inner frame. Yeah, it definitely blows the no grades, the full mechanic versions, out of the water completely, destroys it. And it's a lot better than the high resolution. Yeah, I don't know how many people still gonna buy the high resolution Barbatos after this. It should probably go on discount or something. Yeah, it looks really good. All right. Anyway, let's go ahead and talk about the articulation, and then we can end this review. So there's actually this is a toe hinge right here. It's kind of weird. I feel like the feet is a little bit too big. But yeah, this looks really weird to me. Look at that. You have some articulation right there for the ankle armor. I mean, yeah, I mean, I've seen worse, but this is I don't like it. It's got a little bit pivot right here for the feet. So this is I guess you can call this ankle rockers. Help it stabilize when you're trying to put it in like a, you know, more wider stance. There you got articulation right here. You have this piece that can fold out right there, so you can get more than, oh, that's pretty good. That's like a double jointed knee. That's a lot more than 90 degrees, so that's great. Got some articulation right there for the side armor parts. Right there. I mean, also another thing you do want to pay attention when you're building this kit. because there's some areas like the knee section. You want to make sure you don't mess that up, because trying to take this thing apart and put it back together could be very problematic. Okay, and then you raise the front skirts like that. Side skirt can articulate up and rotate, which is pretty good. We have the universal joint here for the hips. Right there, you can swing up and down actually, but one problem is it doesn't have the swing forward function. I think it would really benefit from the swing forward function, you know, if you can kick all the way up, right? But it doesn't have that function. This is just like a up and down gimmick right there. So we should have that. And yeah, back skirt you can also articulate like so. The waist, it's just like the high grade. It's makes me very nervous. I feel like I'm gonna break something here, but yeah, nothing breaks. But it's just one peg that goes into the body, and look at it. It's you know, this is just a design. So, and every time when you you know, move this thing back and forth, you can see the piston going in and out. So that's pretty cool. You can articulate forward, the ab crunch. Yeah. These definitely destroys the high grade. The high grade has some really stupid problems with this. Okay, right here we also have the cockpit gimmick. You can bring this forward like that. That's how it's supposed to look, but you can open this up and then you can pull this forward and you can see Mika in there. Pretty cool. Alright, and then the head is a hinge right there, and then the head is on the ball peg. Can rotate that, but the this piece right here kind of gets in the way. So yeah, the chin piece right here. Again, I'm not really the big fan of the way this how the Barbatos looks like in season 1. In season 2, they redesigned the crest section and he looks a lot meaner. Kind of remind me of that weird anime in the 80s where you have some kind of a dragon robot thing. I don't know the name. Maybe one day I'll look it up and I'll post it in the video description. But anyway, we have some really cool gimmick here. You can see. Okay, yeah. Somehow this piston just got loose. But anyway, you can see that. That was kind of embarrassing, but this is actually pretty cool. You have that function. So yeah, and again that piston got loose. I do have some issues. I guess that this is one of the issues, and another one back here with this one. No, this one right here. Like if you move like this piston back and forth too much, it has the tendency of coming loose. So, but these are the rest of it are fine, and you just saw that one right there. I was messing around with it and they come off. All right, the shoulder armor can go up. The arm can go more than perpendicular. You have the 360 rotation here for the arm. We have the bicep swivel. Well, this is actually a double jointed elbow, and you also have that piston gimmick right here. Yeah, that's really nice. Okay, and then the hands are also very well designed. We have a hinge right here, and they have the rotation, which is very good. This definitely has a posability, and we got a posable thumb, and then you have the option to swap out the hands for different hands. Okay, you know what? Let's go ahead and try close fist. Let's just give him close fist on both of it, because he's going to punch somebody. There we go. Looks a little bit unnatural though, with like, yeah, this is, I don't know. Okay, something just came up. I'm pretty sure it's that piston part from the back. Gotta put this back here. Okay, so I discover one flaw. So this is definitely a problem with this piston coming off. And I don't think I built it wrong. It just goes in there like that. I think if you mess around with it too much, it has a tendency to come off or something like. Oh, and this piston right here is now disconnected. What the fuck? Okay, how am I gonna fix this without taking this thing apart? Well, this is one of the reasons why I'm like more leaning toward action figures these days, because I even like, you know, even with a very well designed model kit, you run into some issues like this, which kind of ruins the experience. But either way, very very nice kit. Yeah, well designed, very nice kit. But you know, I'm pretty sure we're gonna see a better variant of this. Yeah, a better variant of the Barbatos, and then we're gonna see it. I think within 5 years, nobody's gonna care about the. Nobody's gonna like. We're gonna have so many of these, you know, Master Gray, Gundam frames from IVO that nobody's gonna care about how awesome this thing is anymore. Be like, oh yeah, this is the first one. This is the first one. Yay! Okay, so that's pretty much it for this review. I hope you guys find the information helpful. The purpose of these reviews to give you guys an objective view on the product. You know, it's a good product, but you know, like I said, you have to consider other factors. So yeah, I mean, if you really want it, definitely go buy it. I don't think you're gonna regret this. But either way, thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more reviews. Maybe not entirely, maybe not Gundam related, Gunpla related, but whatever. Thanks for watching.